Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is on an official state visit to the US, attended a state dinner at the White House and raised a toast to the Bidens. Earlier, he had an important bilateral talk and press conference with US President Joe Biden, where Modi acknowledged that the democracy is in India's DNA and reiterated his principle of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Both leaders also expressed concern over various global issues, including Myanmar, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, supporting Ukraine's territorial integrity, and condemned North Korea's ballistic missile launches. Modi also addressed a joint session of the US Congress for the historic second time, highlighting India's role in uniting cultures, promoting democracy and sustainable development. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who is on a two-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir, paid tributes to BJP ideologue and Bharatiya Jana Sangh founder Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on his death anniversary. Later, he addressed a rally at the inauguration and foundation stone ceremony for several developmental projects in Jammu and highlighted the changes brought into the Union territory under the leadership of PM Modi in terms of development and reduction of terrorism. During Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ongoing state visit to the USA, Foreign Secretary Vinay Kwatra briefed about the discussion and said that PM Modi raised the issue of Pakistan-backed terrorism. The Prime Minister emphasized that despite the passage of 2 decades since 9/11 and 1 decade since 26/11, terrorism continues to pose a significant challenge for the global community. Meanwhile, Modi also thanked US President Joe Biden for accepting the proposal to add Africa as a permanent member of the G20. In an effort to form a unified front against the current BJP government, opposition leaders from 15 parties, including TMC, Congress and NCP, met to devise a joint strategy for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. However, BRS, BJD, RLD and YSRCP chose not to attend. Amidst the gathering, the Aam Aadmi Party accused Congress of collaborating with BJP on an ordinance issue, prompting a demand for Congress to clarify its stance. Congress responded that the matter would be addressed within the parliament. All 5 people aboard the Titan submersible have been confirmed dead after the submarine imploded in the Atlantic. The submersible, operated by OceanGate Expeditions, which began its journey to the Titanic wreck at a depth of 12,500 feet in the Atlantic Ocean on June 18th, lost contact after nearly 2 hours. The rescue teams of US, UK, France and Canada had jointly launched a search operation for the Titanic submersible on Sunday in desperate international rescue effort. Yesterday, however, the US Coast Guard confirmed that there were no survivors after the catastrophic implosion deep in the North Atlantic. 4 terrorists who were trying to infiltrate into Indian territory from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir were neutralized in a joint operation conducted by Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police in the Kupwara district. This is the second major infiltration bid averted by security forces in just a week. Earlier on June 16th, 5 Pakistani terrorists were killed in a gunfight with security forces. The flood situation in Assam remains grim as nearly 5 lakh people continue to be affected. 1 casualty was reported from Tamalpur district. Following the torrential rain, Brahmaputra is flowing above the danger mark. Meanwhile, the India Meteorological Department has forecasted heavy rainfall in the coming days that can aggravate the already worse flood situation. On the other hand, rescue operations are being carried out by NDRF, SDRF, Fire and Emergency Services and Civil Defence personnel. Unidentified miscreants set fire to the BJP's office in Dabgram area of Siliguri last night, adding to the escalating violence in West Bengal ahead of the upcoming Panchayat elections on July 8th. Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition in West Bengal, asserted that such violence will persist as long as Mamata Banerjee remains in power, urging people not to vote for TMC and Mamata. International Olympic Day is celebrated all around the world on June 23rd, which also marks the day of formation of the International Olympic Committee, the body responsible for organizing Summer, Winter and Youth Olympic Games. On this occasion, Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur, Indian Olympic Association President PT Usha and wrestler Geeta Fogart attended the Olympic Day event in Delhi today. Hockey Madhya Pradesh won the 13th Hockey India Junior Men National Championship 2023 after defeating Hockey Chandigarh in the finals at the iconic Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium. Meanwhile, Hockey Haryana secured the 3rd position after defeating the Hockey Association of Odisha. YouTube, the renowned video sharing platform, has recently implemented updated policies regarding fan channels. As per the new guidelines, account holders are now required to explicitly indicate that their fan accounts are not intended to replicate the original creator's channel. Under these policy changes, YouTube channels that initially present themselves as fan accounts in their descriptions later engaged in deceptive practices such as posing as another's channel and re-uploading its content will be strictly prohibited.